Number 4 for me is, I believe, I also had them number 4 for O-lines too, right?
You did, yep.
So number 4 for O-line and number 4 for D-line is the Florida Gators, who might have 2 first-round picks on their defensive line between edge defender Tyreek Sapp and D-tackle Caleb Banks. Sapp, my number 7 edge rusher in college football. He was 9th among FBS edges last year with a 90.4 PFF grade. Banks was my honorable mention D-tackle. He leads all returning Power 4 interior defenders with 53 pressures over the last 2 years. They also returned another starter on the D-line and edge defender George Gums, and sophomore D-tackle LJ McCray is expected to break out this year. He was a top 10 overall recruit in the 2024 high school class. You have 2 guys who could be first-round picks in Tyreek Sapp and Caleb Banks, another returning starter in George Gums, and then a guy in LJ McCray, true sophomore, who was a top 10 overall recruit coming out of high school. Florida's D-line is loaded next year.
Absolutely. I think to me it starts with Sapp and everything he can do up front. A true two-way player who can win as a pass rusher or as a run defender, can win out on the edge wide. He can move inside and really defend the run well on early downs, head up on tackles and tight ends. I think that's what he's the one that makes this go, just because you're talking about the versatility and the power that he has. But then you have Banks, whose flashes as a pass rusher are as good as anybody. Just got to be more consistent. The only thing I might question here is maybe a little bit of the interior run defense in certain matchups with, losing Cam Jackson, losing Desmond Watson, right? That's a lot of beef you're losing in there on the inside. But certainly this is a really talented unit that has some depth to it. And you mentioned McCray as the X factor. If he turns into what he's supposed to be and what he was supposed to be as a recruit, obviously, boy, you got a dangerous unit here in Florida that you don't want to mess around with. LSU found that out. Ole Miss found that out. Yep. The second half of the year, when they got this D-line rolling, they were tough. They were a tough team to block.
Absolutely, yeah. Florida loaded in the trenches. My number 4 O-line in the country and also my number 4 D-line in the country going into next year. And also, obviously, a very talented quarterback in DJ Lagway returning for another year as well. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of the PFF College Football Show. Please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.
Also, subscribe to PFF Plus at subscribe.pff.com for all of the same data and grades that we use in our show, plus fantasy tools, betting tools, and our mock draft simulator.